Hey, so I was thinking about the story about the fig tree, and particularly this video that was talking about this woman who wrote a story. I'm pretty sure this is actually inspired by the Bible, because I think that's where the fig tree was first discussed. But this woman, um, I think that's who wrote it. But she was like, you, she feels paralysis because she has to choose one fig. And she doesn't know if this fig here she's gonna be a lawyer. Or this fig she's a doctor, this fig she's a musician. She doesn't she's afraid to choose a fig just in case she misses out on the rest of them. And she doesn't know if this fig is gonna be the right choice. And in that video, when somebody brought up their story, they were talking about the anxiety and all the things that they felt. And I just kept thinking, wow, the vibes of this fiction is regret, it's fear, it's anxiety. And I fucking hate that. Because the fig tree doesn't have to represent any of that if you don't want it to. It is absolutely heartbreaking that people, for one, I understand that choice is a privilege. But if you're listening to this video, meaning you're on your phone, TV, iPad, whatever, you actually have the privilege of choice. And I'm actually in the middle of writing a blog about that now for company I work for. But you have the privilege. So don't look at the fig tree like you only get one fig and you only get one fig once. It's not like that at all. Rewrite the fig tree story altogether. And I'm going to give you my version. When you are starving, walking down a deserted road, you don't know when the next meal is going to come, but you know it will, and you come across this fig tree with all these figs, choose the fig that you feel the most called to in the moment. Eat that fig, cherish it, enjoy every bite, feel it in your teeth, on the roof of your mouth, swallow, be one with that fig and in the present moment. And after you finish your fig, you won't be hungry anymore. But hunger will come because it's still just a fig. And when you get hungry again, that is when you choose the next fig that you feel called to eat. You're not choosing one fig forever. And this is like the decision of a lifetime. You live many lifetimes in a life, to be honest. And it looks like choosing a fig, eating that fig, nourishing yourself until you are hungry again and you just simply have another one. You can always go back to the fig tree. The figs are not going anywhere. And even if they are, you simply could just continue your journey. And as you get more and more hungry, know that another tree will come and you can choose from a different set of figs altogether. And again, I know that choice is a privilege, but if you're watching this video, you already have that privilege. Because so many people can't even do that. Those are people who really don't have a choice. But you, if you're listening to this, you do. And caveat, if you chose the fig and you realize within them first 2, 3 bites, oh, this might be moldy, this might be bad, or maybe you just fucking hate the fig, look, according to all my analytics, I'm mainly speaking to people 24 to 34, even though I'm only 21, going on 22 this month. With that being said, the first part of spiritual adulthood is accepting that if you do not like what you're eating, you get to choose something else. You get to throw it away and be like, oh, that didn't work out, and simply pick another thing to eat. And I know that's very hard, especially I'm part of Gen Z. On my generation, they always I grew up hearing stuff like, "Oh, what about the starving kids in Africa?" They will still be starving whether you make another choice or not, unless you choose choices that will lead you to helping feed those children. That's what happens when you exercise your privilege of choice and you eat the figs that you feel called to. You get to make impactful change on not just your life, but other people around you. So if you do not like the fig that you're eating, if you notice that after these first couple bites, this isn't it, simply choose something else to eat. Do not suffer through it. Do not feel any guilt because you don't like it and now you gotta just scarf it down anyway. Do not beat yourself up because you didn't eat it. Be willing and courageous when you choose your next fig and forget that you had the last one that you didn't like. Just simply move on. And that is okay because nobody's coming to arrest you because you didn't like your fig. And I know growing up, there have been situations that made you feel like that was going to be the case, but you are an adult now. You can choose your figs and you can water your tree however you want to continue eating the figs you desire. You can change up the soil, you can do whatever you want to make them figs exactly how you need them to be. Matter of fact, maybe you want to turn the figs into some fig juice. I don't know. But do not get caught up in the anxiety, in any regrets, any triggers when it comes to getting your nourishment. This is your life. This is your soul fulfillment. This is your enlightenment. This is your lifetime. You should enjoy it. You should enjoy your figs. Or maybe you don't like figs at all. Maybe you have an apple tree. I don't know. But yeah, and for people my age and older, I know that this is a tough pill to swallow, but you know, grab some water and swallow it because you do have the privilege of choosing whatever fig you want, and it's okay. There is no wrong decision because you will get hungry again and have to choose another fig anyway. Simple as that. And I just want to come on here to say this. This is not really an official Vibes of Fiction, but we can make it so. We're talking about fiction, and I just analyzed it. And if you want to know if you're not enjoying your fig that you have now, or you're in the paralysis stage of which fig to choose, or maybe you know what fig you're called to, but you just have yet to pick it up because you think all these blank. Below, I have something called Alchemizing the Trigger Mind. It's based off of my comic book, The Inner Speech Bubble Method, which you can check out on my website or whatever, or don't. I don't know. But Alchemizing the Trigger Mind, you can just download it below. It will get to the bottom of what's going on with you in your fig tree. And I promise you, you can, by the end of using it, you will choose a new fig. And it will change your life because that's what figs do. And yeah, this is the end of the video. I'm CC Jones, the creator of Vibes of Fiction, which is a blog and video series analyzing and alchemizing fiction. And peace out.